All right, here we are in Northwest Indiana in the shadows of the steel mills, and I recently acquired some copper. Take a look at this beautiful copper, number one, the most purest copper you can find, and I'm going to make something fun out of this. Hello, silver fans. This is T, and you're in the place to be for silver education, acquisition, and entertainment. All right, I have no idea what they use a copper wire like this out at the mill for. Man, this is a heavy duty wire, whatever the heck it's used for, and this stuff is like gold out at the mill. My buddy hooked me up, and I'm gonna try to get a good bunch of this down into my crucible. This, if you're new to pouring, this is called a crucible. This is a brand new one, and so I'll stuff this in here the best I can. Maybe take apart some of this big line here and shove it on down in there, and we're gonna melt it in just a second. Okay, if you're interested in doing something like this on your own, this furnace right here is called the old 2 Auto, and shout out to 2 Auto. If you're interested in purchasing one of these, there's information down in the video description. All right, let's look and see. Almost ready. Take a look there. Getting hot. And got to get the torch ready. It's very important that you warm up your graphite molds, and as you can see here, my first piece is going to be basically a bar, and that graphite mold has to be hot, or else you've got problems when you pour this 2000 degree copper. And there it goes. It's close up. Take a look at that. It's kind of nerve-wracking, and I underestimated how much copper I would need for that particular mold. As I was scrunching up copper line and wires and putting it in the crucible, I wasn't quite sure how much I could fit in there. And so, you know what? This bar is a little thinner, but still came out kind of cool. Speaking of cool, I'm about to cool it off in a nice little ice bath in just a second. And take a look. It came out kind of like blackish. And I'm going to dump it. Did you hear that sound? All right, let's do some more. And I'm going to stuff in some more line. And this time I'm going to try to stuff in just a little bit more than I had the previous time. And this is my first time ever using wire like this to make any kind of copper artwork. I normally work with silver, and I melt silver buffalo rounds, a generic 999 fine silver. I've been doing that for years, and I know what I'm doing. This copper stuff is totally new to me. This is only my second time ever trying to pour copper. And here is another mold, and I've seen a lot of guys making bar after bar after bar out of their copper. I decided to, what the heck, give it a try to make something cool and interesting, a little bit of artwork using copper. And there's a kind of a time lapse. I just sped up the time so you could see how fast or slow it cools down. Copper is different from silver in that it cools way faster. Listen to this. Oh, that sound, I don't know, just very satisfying. And let's see, here's another view and another pour. And this one is a little bit of an experimental one. You see, I've got a flame right on there. Here's a slow-mo. This time I decided to slow down the action so you can see it. There it is. And again, kind of nerve-wracking. You want to pour just the right amount. And let's flip this guy over, and we're going to give him an ice water bath to cool down as well. This particular pour is based on the Aztec disc of death that was found near a pyramid at a place called Teotihuacan. And here's another. And this one is basically just my logo. I thought I'd pour a couple of these just for fun. And you know what? I'll give you that satisfying sound again. There it is. And let me take them all out and clean them up. The next step is here to clean them up. As you can see, they look a little grimy, a little dark, and they're going to need some attention to make them look bright and shiny. Little file action here. And I'll show you the finished product at the end, of course. But first, I'm going to tumble them in my tumbler, and that'll really polish them up neat, nice. And I think you'll be impressed with the finished product. Turn this bad boy on. And in case you're wondering about all the stuff that I use, I've got links down in the video description for not only the furnace, but a lot of the other tools that I use, not only now, but later on when you see me stamping and everything else. I've got that for your convenience. People ask, so I put it in there, and you could buy basically all of this stuff on Amazon. And let me go back to that pyramid that I poured. Here is a painting that I made many years ago. I was so inspired when I visited this particular pyramid. It's at a place called Chichen Itza, right outside of Cancun. So just like the real thing, the copper pour is not perfect. It's kind of beat up a little bit, and it wasn't the perfect pour, but it reminded me of the painting I made in the actual real pyramid, so I thought I'd show you. I've been doing artwork for, gosh, forever, and that painting is oil paint, and now I'm working on copper. Kind of fun to transition over. And again, more scrubbing, more work. I'm condensing this video to 9 minutes. The whole thing took several hours, but let me try this. I haven't used this very much, this copper cream, but I figured I'd try and see on one half of this little bar here, and I'll put it on there, let it dry, and then here you go. You see I'm kind of buffing it out, and you'll see after this close-up here, the side that I did versus the side that I didn't. There you go. I'm making some progress there, and I don't know if I would use that again. I think the tumbling does pretty well, but you can judge for yourself at the end of the video. Now time for some stamping, and I'll show you a few stamps here. There's my T logo on the end of that bar, and stamp and stamp and stamp. I won't show you all the stamping, but I will show you the weight. Unlike silver, that's measured in troy ounces, copper's measured and weighed in regular ounces as we do some more stamping. And get ready to see the finished product. Here we go. Bentley approves, and if you do too, be sure to give a like on this video. And there it is. Here's that bar I was telling you about, bright and shiny. And I'll show you all the stuff actually. There's CU, that's the copper, 7.8 ounce. Notice no T there for troy. And there is that disc of death. I'm pretty proud of this one, actually. Let me know in the comments which one you think is the coolest. There is my T logo. And by the way, I'll be selling these on my Whatnot auction. There's a link for that in the video description as well. I make stuff out of silver and, as you can see now, copper that I will sell will start at $1. And I don't know, come bid on a piece of artwork if you think they're cool, or just hang out and chit-chat with me and everybody else who shows up in the live Whatnot auction. There it is, the Aztec, or that one's a Mayan pyramid, and kind of like the real thing, it's kind of deformed on one side, nicer on the other. Got my stamps there. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. If you did, be sure, like I said, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel for more, and hit the bell notification so you get a heads up whenever I do another one. Now I have other videos for you to watch. You could see some of my silver pours, my other copper pour by clicking below on either side, left or right. And thank you so much for watching this video to this point. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.